Okay, Scorpio, there is a new moon solar eclipse March 29th in your sixth house of work and well-being. This is a powerful portal for you to reset this area of your life and have lots of healing energy flowing in and new possibilities for your work. Sound interesting? Then stick with me. We're going to discuss a little bit of astrology and dive in with the tarot to see what you need to know for the next 6 months. Scorpio, welcome to the channel or welcome back. So awesome to see you here. I hope you're all doing really well out there. So we are going to get right into your reading. So new moons, of course, are times when we set new intentions. But a solar eclipse is superpowered new moon intentions, where those seeds that we plant are very potent, very powerful, and they could manifest more quickly than just a garden variety new moon. So exciting, exciting energies. Of course, your sixth house is Aries. This energy is asking us to be a little bold, a little daring, do something a little different. Neptune goes into Aries, this sixth house of yours, the day after this new moon solar eclipse, suggesting that it's time to fire up your imagination, to trust in the healing vibes, the spiritual energies, which will help you manifest a new work opportunity or some additional healing in your life. Okay, so let's see what we have going on. Well, talk about healing. We're coming into this reading with a Four of Swords. So this can be taking a little bit of a mental break, a time out, to kind of tune in with yourself, to reassess. But this is also a card of great faith. It's a card of prayer. It's a card of asking, receiving, and believing. So it's the number 4. This may be April's energies for you that are coming up. We still have Mercury and Venus retrograde. Mercury until April 7th, Venus until April 13th. So, and we have a full moon in Libra, which is your 12th house of the behind the scenes on April 12th. So this may be the first half of April's energies where you're just a little more interior, you're a little more reflective, you're tuning in with your spirit in terms of what you need for your well-being and what new beginnings would you like with your work life. Okay, so let's keep going. And we have an 8 of Cups. So there may be a realization that you're coming to as you're rethinking these areas of your life, that something does need to be left behind, that you need an emotional fresh start. Let's keep going. Let's pull one more. Oh, okay. So there is something in your life with this Devil card showing up that does need to be healed, that needs to be released. It's like run away, run away, run away from whatever this is. We don't want to run toward it. Okay, I'm going to look at all of this energy holistically. Okay, so this is about asking and believing that you can have the strength and fortitude to leave behind a very toxic situation. Whether this is a toxic boss, a toxic work situation, something you're just not into it anymore, it's become a heavy burden, or this is something that you're not doing for your well-being. You're entangled with something. It could be a relationship. It could be a bad habit, something that does not support your well-being. And it's been there for a while, and it may be a little difficult to get rid of, but you can get rid of it. There's something here where you're keeping the faith and trusting in yourself that you can go, I think, cold turkey. There's something here, when Scorpio makes a decision that something's over, it is over. Scorpio does not go back. So I think there's something here where with the retrogrades, especially of the Venus and Mercury, you are working through that last bit of stuff and you'll get that clarity at the middle of April of I'm done. I'm done. Okay. Which, we have the full moon showing up here with this, the Libra full moon, which is your house, the 12th house. And that is the house of the subconscious. It's also a house where we can have self-undoing, where we can get stuck and where we're trying to clean up karmic contracts. So, and where we may feel stuck and imprisoned, so to speak, with something that is unhealthy for us. So you're going to work through this. You're in major release mode, and this new moon solar eclipse is going to help you plant new seeds of growth and get unstuck from whatever that devil represents in your life. Yeah, there's something here. Look, it's interesting these energies are coming out. Our Five of Coins here. Five of Coins can be self-worth, self-esteem. It could be, of course, something that is going on that is not helpful for you. And it's something, again, that's been entrenched for a while. You could have been settling. I feel like some of you have been settling for something in your life. It could even be a relationship. I mean, relationships affect our well-being. I mean, yes, this eclipse is in your 6th house, not your 7th house of relationships, but still. So there's something here, again, you would rather risk being in exile for a little while than to stay stuck in that situation. Okay? But you know it's not good for you and it can't continue. So you will be releasing it. In the heart, we have the High Priestess. It is a matter of timing. It is a matter of, I think, keeping your exit plan to yourself. I mean, I don't have to tell Scorpio that. Like, you have, loose lips sink ships. Like, you live by that. You don't have loose lips. You keep it to yourself. But your heart is very much, I need to get back to myself. I think a High Priestess card is very Scorpio, actually, because she's a private person. You really have to kind of, be in the inner circle to get her thoughts to come out. It is very much trusting in intuition and spirit. And that's in your heart. You are listening and trusting yourself. You may not have all the answers yet of how this is going to work out or play out, but you know it has to change. And you are ready to do this. I think that middle of April Libra full moon is the key. Yes, and look at this. We have the Lovers. Now, it is under the Devil card. So it could be that it is a relationship that you need to walk away from. Okay, but this is also your 8th house of transformation, the Gemini energy. And Jupiter is still in that house until the beginning of June. So, as I said, you're willing to take this risk. You're willing to bet and believe in yourself to make a transformation, to take a leap of faith, to put yourself first, to make a loving choice, lovers, a loving choice that supports your well-being, not this shenanigan over here. You're choosing yourself. Very nice. And so that, of course, is going to support your well-being. All right, let's keep going. Very nice. We have the 10 of Swords. So something is coming to an end. We have the Page of Coins. And we have the King of Cups. There is your energy under the Lovers. So I think by Cancer season, you are majorly turning a corner here. There may be some sort of new health regimen, new job prospect. There's something that you're going to be investing your energy in, Page of Coins and this King of Cups, that is going to feel good and feel aligned. And let's not forget that Jupiter is going to go into Cancer, which will help you be very supportive with your energy. Your 9th house of expansion in June. Okay, so this is very nice. This Lovers is over this. You're choosing emotional healing. This is the thing. You're choosing this emotional healing. And in so doing, you will bring yourself some sort of monetary opportunity because it is your 6th house of work as well. So by you letting go of whatever this represents to you, you have the very strong possibility here of manifesting possibly a couple of different job offers or opportunities, or maybe you can get a transfer in your current company and get out of that department where that devilish coworker is and be in a space that's more aligned for you. Okay, but this is coming to an end. Whatever this heavy mental energy is and having to deal with this 5 of Coins situation that has kept you kind of in a holding pattern, or has kept you losing faith, or quite frankly has negatively affected your well-being. There is a very strong mind, 10 of Swords, body connection that is going on here. This 4 of Swords was over all of this. And you know this, mind, body, and emotional connection. I think there's something that may occur, again, that is the catalyst to this enough is enough moment. And as I said, it may be happening at that full moon in Libra. Okay, but you land on your feet. I mean, this Page of Coins and this King of Cups. And you're showing up here as the King of Cups, which is the strong, aligned, I got my act together type energy. And then we have this Page of Coins, which could be, an offer in your hand, but could also be, I find a key piece of information that empowers me, that allows me to make a change, to make a choice that aligns with me. Okay, so very, very nice. I mean, you're going to come out the other side of whatever this situation is. But the thing with Neptune going into this 6th house, Neptune, every energy has a positive and a not so positive. The positives of Neptune is it can help us get spiritually aligned. It can help us with our faith and our imagination. But the not so great part about Neptune is that it can make us feel delusional, and it can affect our judgment. And Neptune is a planet of addiction. So, and toxicity, like emotional codependency, things of that nature, which is showing up here with this Devil. So Neptune can be about burying your head in the sand. So if you think that this is just magically going to go away, it's not. There is something here for you to face and confront and deal with and make that decision and let it go. And that's the catalyst that opens up the opportunities for you. Okay, so, and it is kind of like I don't want to say you're going to have a spiritual crisis. I'm not saying that, but you're coming to a spiritual crossroads with your well-being, whether we're talking about a work situation or your physical well-being or, something else. And of course, this is not medical advice or financial advice. This is just tarot reading here on YouTube. Okay, but it's like you're coming to this point where something's got to give. Like, you've got to deal with this. So you want Neptune to support you rather than be the fly in the ointment that makes you stay stuck in a fantasy land scenario. You get my point. All right, so let's pull one more card and let's see. Scorpio. But you could find yourself in a whole new situation that you really love. That's the thing here. You could be working finally maybe with a healing professional, King of Cups, who's going to take you seriously. Maybe that's been the issue. You've been dealing with a healthcare professional who just is not open to alternative things or doesn't listen to you or whatever. So it could be something like that. You could be finding somebody whose energy is more aligned with the transformation that you're trying to make in your life and the healing that you're seeking. Same thing, you could find a boss that's a lot more energetically aligned with your energy. Gorgeous, Ace of Wands. Thumbs up from the universe for you. By Leo season. Okay, by Leo season, you're going to be feeling like your old self again. You're going to have a new opportunity. There's something new blossoming in your life. Now, this is work energy. This is professional stuff. So you could be saying yes to a new work opportunity, new job, or promotion, something where you're getting free. You're getting out of something that's just not right for you. And you're starting something brand new. This is gorgeous. Now, what's interesting in August is that we have Jupiter and Venus conjunct in Cancer, which is your 9th house of expansion. So that's a beautiful Venus-Jupiter conjunction could bring a new money opportunity for you that will expand your life. And that is kind of speaking to me with this Ace of Wands. So some sort of new direction you go with your job. All right, but it also Ace of Wands is a powerful healing energy of getting your mojo back. Feeling like yourself again. All right, let's see what else we have going on for you, Scorpios. Oh, we have 4 diamonds. We have the home. There's going to be a new home. You're going to have a new home in terms of, our body is our home. You're going to do something that supports the home of your body and that healing energy. You may have a new work home as well with that Ace of Wands. That Ace of Wands is very nice. That is speaking to all of these things. Let's pull 2 cards for this home. I feel like you're coming home to yourself. You're coming home and back to your energy, which has been maybe diverted or siphoned off by whatever that devil thing is that's been going on. All right, let's see what we got going on here with this home. All right, we have a 5 of Swords and we have a 10 of Wands. Okay, so it is possible that there may be a move for some of you in regards to this home situation. Okay, now this is not going to be for everybody. Okay, but with this Ace of Wands, if this is about some new job opportunity, some of you may be wrapping up, again, a very stressful situation, 5 of Swords, a very heavy burden, 10 of Wands, and 10 of Wands is a moving card as well. She's carrying all the sticks, all the boxes, all the stuff. Okay, but there is something here where some of you are wrapping up an energetic cycle of where you're currently at, and a move may be involved. It could be a move of the job home. Again, we're in a 10 of Wands. We're starting something new. One job ending, another one beginning. You may also, but as I said, you may also move. You may be moving your literal home in order to take a job opportunity. Now, you don't have to, but that may be a possibility for some of you. And you'll just see how that plays out. It's not saying you have to do that or you should do that, but it may be a possibility. And maybe that's something, again, to wrap your head around. Like, if you could have the ideal job of your dreams, where there was none of this shenanigans going on, would you be willing to move to have that? Would you be willing to move somewhere else that would give you the job of your dreams at the salary that you want, and you could live better and all of that? Would you move? Some people would say no. They don't want to move from where they're at, and that's okay too. But for some of you, that may be on the table. What's your answer to that? Pluto's in your 4th house of home right now. Pluto just moved in there in Aquarius. Let's not forget about that. So some of you may be having, over the next 15 years with Pluto in that 4th house, some major transformation of where you're living, how you're living, and who you're living with. Possibly it might come up this year, possibly. Okay, it might in this next 6 months. Okay, but I also feel like some of you are alleviating a lot of stress and anxiety, if we're looking at the body, the well-being, because you're going to be laying down, carrying everything. Some of you are carrying too much. Now, this could be weight. It's possible. Again, the home is your body is your physical home. You could be carrying too much and you're going to lose some weight. And that's how you get your energy back. No judgments here. I gained weight with all the stress of my dad's dementia and all that kind of stuff. So no judgments. All right, but some of you may be doing that. Others of you, it's more like you're carrying too much and others are not helping. Or others are taking advantage. That devil, everything's on your shoulders, in other words, and that's causing a lot of stress and anxiety. And we know that those types of things affect our well-being. So this is a beautiful, fresh start to get rid of this energy and come home to a healed and healthy body. Come home to yourself. Come home maybe to a new workplace or maybe a literal new home. We shall see. So Scorpio, let me know in the comments what's resonating for you in this reading. What fresh start, what seeds of intentions are you going to plant for your work and well-being, whatever's going on with you? Because that is what it's all about on this channel, using the energies to make your wildest dreams come true. That's what we're always hoping here. So love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Stella Wilde, signing out.